Welcome back. Let us commence, shall we?
It begins. Receive of me my fury, children of man, and quell it!
Ooh boy.
There is no turning back! Steel yourself! Rage!
Ah, fuck. I screw up my combo. Oh god. Oh lord. There we go. Fuck me. Fuck. Alright.
Twofold is my wrath! Twice cast my foes!
Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Okay. Okay. Hopefully. Cases. Okay, I'll save my combo for later.
All creation trembles before my might! Behold, fury given fall!
Wee! Ah! This is one cool mechanic.
My wrath is a ceaseless torrent!
Do, do, do. Oh boy. Oops. Oh, oh. Hey, let's go. Oops. There we go. Boop. There we go.
No more games! To ashes with you! Impressive! Very well, I shall bring all to bear! Lightning Seer! Tempest Surge!
I got paralyzed! Good fucking shit! Oh god, no!
Lightning Seer! Still
Oh god.
yourself!
I'm so stupid! Oh god.
You're mine! Tempest Surge!
There we go. Pepsi Man. Do this. Go. His body aches. You are indeed the warrior they said, not unlike him in many respects. 'Twas in another era that we first met, him and I, long, long before the kingdom of Doma. Ba, ba, ba. I told you before of my past, of how I was shunned by man and beast alike for the snow white fur that marked me as a harbinger of doom. Bereft of family and friendship of home, I wandered the mountains in search of a place to call my own. Then I would accept my fate and await the inevitable. But that did not come, for I was unlike my brothers in more respects than my fur. With every century, I grew stronger and stranger, monstrous. In turn, what few creatures dared traverse my domain withdrew further and further. Never had I been so alone. And then one day I awoke to find a man standing before me. Bewildered, I rose and bared my fangs as I roared in rage. Begone, or I shall rend you asunder and feast on your flesh. What fool has the temerity to approach me thus? But the man did not flee. Rather, he stood his ground and said, "This fool is named Tencent, and ever since he was a child, he spoke this language of beasts. Then you know full well what you stand to lose. Return to your people or die." But Tencent threw back his head and laughed. They would kill me if I dared. For fear of my talents, I was banished, a harbinger of doom, they called me. In that instant, all my anger drained away. Tencent's words had struck at the heart of me. Here was a fellow outcast cursed by his kin for his very nature. That night, as I listened to his snoring, I realized I found in this man a kindred spirit. Soon after we embarked on a journey together, in the days that followed, we met other solitary souls and aided them as we had aided each other. But those are tales for another time. I doubt very much you are willing to stand here in silence while I recount my every adventures with Tencent. Come, let us return to the temple. Genbu is doubtless eager to learn the outcome of our battle. Alright, let's return to Kugane. That's really interesting. Do 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 do. God, I fucking love this music. My God, it's just amazing. I don't know why. I just love the music in Stormblood. Bum, ba-dum, No need to explain. Genbuz told me all about you and the thrashing you gave him and the others. Need me to escort you back to the temple? Yes. Bum, bum, bum. Please do not disturb us, Sakura. We're in the middle of a very important training session. Never, never meet your heroes, my friend. For too long has it been since I had the opportunity to unleash the full potential. Stakes notwithstanding, it was a pleasure, warrior. But, well done, Akira. Well done. You have done my friend a great kindness, one we shall not soon forget. What exactly did you ask Soraben to do? I'm not sure what's going on, and I'm afraid to ask. Eh. Oh, you needn't be so concerned. You know well the power of the Kojin's incantations, yes? I have but asked Sorban to undergo a little training that he might assist us with the maintenance of the wards. He has demonstrated a remarkable aptitude thus far, in fact. How much longer must I continue? Concentrate, less chattering, more chanting. What youthful energy it has been far too long since we had the pleasure of such company. Not since Tenson, I imagine. I've been meaning to ask what sort of man was Tenson. We only just learned the legend, the stories, and you've already said they were half wrong. Curious, are you? Very good. Very good. Far too many people have no interest in the past. What to say, what to say? Well, for one, Tencent was blessed with the selfsame power Akira possesses, the Echo. I believe it is sometimes called. Alas, as you probably know from personal experience, such individuals are often regarded with suspicion. If not outright fear, nevertheless, Tencent was a generous soul who was ever eager to aid his fellow man. Indeed, he died as he lived, fighting for the sake of those he loved. You see, when he faced Goryu, we four lords were still quite young and weak, not even aspirations in truth, and we could but look on helplessly as the two dragged one another to the brink of death. With the last of his strength, Tencent imprisoned the mortally wounded Goryu. Give me 1 second. He then bequeathed us to a sacred treasure, a crystal, which shone with a overworldly light. Oft what I wonder have I wondered if this crystal was the source of the powers we would grow to possess. Would we have become the four lords without it? In my heart, I think not. We built this temple to strengthen the wards and safeguard the Ruby Sea in Tencent's stead. His legacy would be ours, and so it has been to this day. And so it will continue to be, but only if we can rely upon you to quell the aramitima of our comrades. That can wait, though. Byakko needs his rest, and so do you, Akira. In that case, it'd probably be the best if I went back to Kugane. There's no telling what mischief that man'll get up to in my absence. I too should take my leave. Doubtless, I am needed in Tamamizu. Oh ho ho! You're not going anywhere. Your training is far from finished, my friend. But I can't possibly refuse the request of the four lords. Can I? I hate to impose upon you, Akira, but perhaps you can go to Tamamizu in my stead. It may be some time before I am permitted to return home. All right, right. There we go. I wonder. If please. Oh, okay. So Tama means marble and Mizu is water. Uh, it does look like a marble, like a sphere of a marble. Maybe. So Sorbin will be staying with Genbu for a time. How wonderful to hear! I have no doubt he will make the most of his most blessed opportunity. Oh, I have another missive for you. 'Twas delivered personally by an unusual cat, an asperus, I presume. Asperus. You are welcome to come and go from the temple as you like. Fury will remain at his post above ground. You need only seek him out. I should be glad if you take him up on his invitation and look in on Sorban every now and then. After all, he is the essence of our representative there. Ba da ba ba. Ah, that was delightful dungeon and history. Um, I can't wait to face the other one, three, two. I don't know. My brain's not working. Alright, we shall continue with main scenario quest. Hey, let's go. I'm dying to know what happens in the 4.2. I'm back. We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer peering eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able, and join me on the outskirts of Nemo. All right. All is well. Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please.
My lord Hien, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gorsetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it'll end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
going to... Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come as this way, all this way, you must allow me to show you around the enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace. I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled Erosia. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Boom, boom. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought of that Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Oh no. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh, he was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yatsuo to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord, but I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While I search without mayhap, you could ask our searchers here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response. Ha! And there I was, thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on, then. I will mind the house. Bum, 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 bum. All here no Chifuya. Well, his movements will not have gone unnoticed. You seek the captain. He passed by a little while ago. Oh, I wondered if I should tell someone. As it happens, he did not look well. You see, I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him, but I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. It should come as no surprise, but a number of the soldiers were unsettled by Yatsuyu's arrival. Thankfully, Lord Hien was able to put their minds at ease for now. Captain Jifuya, he was headed for the north entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggest as much to Mistress Alice when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Oh no. Oh no. And no. Alright. Hey Alice. I see that trail led you here as well. This man says he saw Jifuya leave. Aye, the captain went outside some few bells ago and looking quite unwell. I am sorry to say that I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be all right. Gosetsu too. It seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Akira. Alphino and I shall hold the fort. I wonder. Do. Oops. Okay, so. Alright. Bum, 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 bum.
Ah! By the Kami! Your Lord Hien! Leave me! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her, but I knew she would be popular, and so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold,
bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of Acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yulgiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Do. Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Is it... Okay, so... Is it... If my memory serves me right, Gosetsu lost his family. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but my brain's not working. And I think he just wants to protect her because she's like a child. Possibly. But oh well. We shall see. Lord Hien and Master Alphino looked troubled. Something is afoot. Oh no. Everyone is here. Good. There have been developments that demand our immediate attention. Jifuya can't be the only one here with a mortal fear of Yotsuyu. She tormented these people. That her mere presence should sow such strife. I thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life of Jifuya led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I will only say this, that Jifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the fear of the depths of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Emperor is on the move once more. But while you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies an Imperial airship has been sighted over Doma's soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advanced at speed and appears bound for Castrum Florimus. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. And if we wide out in force, it will only end on one way. So we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri Akira, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Alice and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We would be glad for of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out, and assist in maintaining order in the enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. Uh, I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid it in their evacuation. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Emperor may well be after Yatsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Akira and Yugiri. Very well. Well, guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castrum Fluminensis. Then let us find out what the Empire's game is. Wow. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba da ba ba ba. Oopsies. Where am I? There we go. Doma is ill-equipped to deal with an aerial offensive. Should the Empire be so minded, the Xila's flying mounts would be our only hope. This area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. This craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true, the former acting viceroy is my sister, yet bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Ooh, can we stop? I say, do I sense the presence of the fabled icon slayer? What an honor! Lord Hien is magnanimous in victory. Given our nation's troubled history, we did not expect such hospitality. Peace, after all they have done, never has the word rung more hollow. We shall escort our guests across the river to the enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead on to the... Sorry about that. Yuzuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. Oh god. I need to drink. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry about that. Oh, it's transparent. Delightful. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ow. Such scenes of devastation greeted us on our journey here. The bitter rages of war. I have read much about the architecture and geography of Doma. Words do not do it justice. Upon disembarking, we will proceed directly to the to my hall, where we may enjoy some privacy. Lord Keen and I will accompany the Imperial delegations on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. Are you free to travel in and out of the enclave? Do you seek passage? Wait, did I like fuck up? All are free. Okay. My brain skipped a brain cell, I would say. Ba da da ba 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 da da ba. Ba da ba 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 ba. Ah, my god, my eyes, it hurts. What's this? Okay. Do-do-do-do. Bum, bum, ba-dum-bum. You have attuned yourself to all the aetheryte charts in the Doman Enclave. The One River is now accessible as a Aethernet destination. Yeah, Aethernet. Okay. Ba 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 ba. So it's to be a peace negotiation. I am curious to see what the ambassador brings to the discussion table. The residents took the news of the imperial declaration well enough. It should be business as usual. Thanks to Master Alphino and Mistress Alice assurances, the people are reacting calmly to Imperial presence. It's a trap. What's this? The container is clearly designed to hold a large quantity of items, but for what purpose you cannot say. Alright, let's attune to this part right here. Lord Hien has requested that Master Alphino and Mistress Alice also be present at the negotiation. There you are, Akira. So first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say, I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an Aetheryte night now, courtesy of the Onishishu. Be sure and attune it to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior Light's seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. But on to the matter at hand, the ambassador and his retune are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Erosia and Doma stand united. I am not normally one of the hollowing posturing, but in the game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphino and Alice will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. I'll be there. I knew I could count on you. When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Kyun Ken. The guardsmen will see you in. Can I eat you, Giri? What? I didn't say anything. Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in?
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounce his summoning and pledges to police the Korgin's practice of it, his radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Dorma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed, many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe, and I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange. Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsuyo? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Doma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Very interesting. The fact that there are two opposing factions at work in Garlemald complicates matters. Even assuming Asashi and his associates can be trusted, what of the others? That the Empire should send Yatsuyu's stepbrother of all people. I wonder how he feels, a son of Doma, returning home to speak for the oppressors his countrymen drove out. Whatever Lord Hien's decision should be, I shall abide by it. Yet, I would be glad to welcome my lost brothers back to Doma. Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all, but on that surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had not to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yatsuyu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. You think this might be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yatsuyu may have been acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alfna, you are well acquainted with with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed, though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless, with so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in the imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Only the kami know when I will be afforded another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Akira, let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone is still sore from being made to watch at Sakaizuki. Go on and keep Alice company. We are safe enough for now. Is that an invitation? Ooh. I'm just messing. Alright. A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Akira. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word, and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question: what to do while they prattle on? Ba 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 ba. You know what we can do? We can end this episode and continue in the next one. Till then, fare thee well.